We are headed to a chef tasting in Holly Springs. Little Hen is a small 70-seat eatery. It's run and owned by Regan Stackler, the chef, and his wife, Dawn. They follow a strict farm-to-table philosophy. Ziggy The Wine Gal was in town from Sonoma, and yes, they have some pretty fabulous restaurants in California. But I knew she would be more than impressed with Little Hen, so off we went.
All right, so we got grilled peaches with a ginger rice wine vinaigrette, cilantro, and then this is, I just made some fresh mozzarella, so it's the last of the heirlooms of the season. So
naturally it was paired with a special cocktail.
You're going to start it with the course tonight with grilled peaches, so those are going to be pretty sweet. So I wanted to make you a cocktail that'll pair nicely, but on the opposite end. So it's going to be a lot more floral, a little bitter. So this is some Vaya dry vermouth, a little splash of Campari, and some cranberry, and then some house-made rosemary bitters.
Okay, we're off and running. Every morsel so far has been so delicious. And homemade mozzarella, I mean, that's the only way to go. And he made it fresh that day.
my pastry chef makes creme fraiche, so you'll eat it later, but I put it in there. It was my first time trying to make burrata. Yeah, I study Italian heavily.
The name burrata means buttered in Italian, so the outer shell is solid mozzarella and the inside is mozzarella and cream, so you get this creamy texture. And since he used fresh crema too, man, Reagan nailed it.
So this next wine is not on our list. 2005 Andari Reserva Rioja Tempranillo.
That goes down smooth. At Little Hen, they serve almost exclusively locally grown food. Contract shares of crops to supply the restaurant. And one dish included these fresh ramps. Ramps are sometimes called wild leeks, and the bulb looks a little bit like a scallion, but the beautiful flat broad leaves really set it apart.
Yeah, I mean, they grow out in all the Appalachians from Georgia to Canada, that whole mountain strip. You know, they only go for like 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Right.
And then they just find them in clusters of 100 to up to 1,000, but you got to find that cluster. I know that now in North Carolina they've limited it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how much you can take, just because people are overdoing it, and then there won't be any wild growth left. So they check how much you take a day, which is good.
Let me tell you what else is good. Everything at Little Hen.